on day 18. I'm so glad that you guys came back. Um, another hexagon page. I did one earlier in the month, and that was pretty fun. I thought, oh, I can do that. And remember, I showed you that I had those dies. So I'll pull those out again. So let's see what I chose to do. I am going to use these two photos, and these were in a village in the Netherlands when I was there, and I needed to make them large enough so that I could have a big focal point for these hexagons. So yeah, there's some pretty fun looking buildings. Yeah. I just almost went down memory lane there. And so the background is kind of this chevron looking one, but I didn't have one that I really liked. So I chose this one, this nice plaid, and it's from a paper pad. I may need to put some cardstock behind it because it may be a little too thin. And then I have this paper, and I pulled this out for maybe some of the embellishments I see here. I will need to get a title. Those are really big letters for the title. But yeah, let's see. So, what did Adam say for a suggestion for today? He said chevron or arrows. So that means I need to go back to my bin and see what I can find that can do chevron or arrows. It may not be exactly like this, but let me see what I can find, and I'll be sure to point those out. I found this little circle heart, with the blue heart on it, and I thought I would try to incorporate that. All right, guys, I will see you soon with my completed layout. I've got it done. I certainly did. So here's the hexagon again, and I wanted to show you what I used. I have this set right here. It came from waffleflower.com, and I actually purchased this from Amazon. And I have these little pieces of hexagons that came with uh, I'm not even sure where I got it. It's been, I don't know, 8, 10 years ago that I purchased this set of dies. It came with a multiple designs of things, and I wanted to keep all the hexagons together. So that's why I put it in here. So that is what I used. And here is my layout. So as I look back on this, I kind of wish that with my photos that I had used the darker. It's another piece of pattern paper, but I wish I had gutted that so that I can make like a border around the photos. In hindsight, I wish I did that, but I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to leave it as it is. And then I just cut several white pieces of the hexagon and kind of placed them around. And then I went to my color bands that I have, and I went through my red and pink and then the yellow. And I just pulled things that I thought would go together. And as for the paper, I did use a couple of pieces here. There, and then on this one, I just trimmed off one of them and put them up here. I'm going to put this back in my pink bin. And I did add a flare on this one, even though I didn't on yesterday's, but I've got it here for today. But I don't have an arrow. So sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And I titled this in smaller alpha. These are the foam alphas that I got from American Craft. And I love this size, but it works well for my title, the peppermint cookies. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of peppermint cookies. They're quite tasty. I learned to make them years ago from some friends that were Mennonites, and they make peppermint cookies at Christmas time. And I had never heard of them. They put anise in that, which is kind of a licorice flavoring. And I don't like that, but the ones that I picked up from here, there was one that was a chocolate and one was a creme brulee. Oh my stars. Oh my stars. They were absolutely delicious. And the cookies are only about this big. They're really small. Oh God, they're so, so good. So I was so glad to see them again. It really did bring back, some memories from when I had made those cookies before, maybe, I don't know, 35 years ago. So I'll have to look up a recipe and see if I can make them again. Anyway, so I just tried to pull as many little elements. Some of them came from like the sticker book. I think I had a Maggie Home sticker book candy, and I think that's where I pulled this bird and this plus sign and these flowers. And then down here, I probably pulled this butterfly too. That is a very thin sticker. I know in that sticker book, the stickers are super duper duper thin. So I'm thinking, and I can tell that that is really thin, but I did lift them up. There's some foam underneath it to make them kind of be elevated. And that is it for my page. Thanks, guys, for joining me. I'll be back again tomorrow with another page. Thanks to Christy and Adam for putting this together. This was a lot of fun. This, I wanted to go ahead and mention because this is listed here. This sketch is by Scrappy Sisters Oz. So I like to give credit, if I know who it is. And so this is where this sketch came from. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.